Hey, 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 how's it going, folks? It's taken me a minute to figure out how to use this StreamYard. Can you hear me? Am I here? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if I'm live or not. Yep, I think I'm live. Eddie says yep. Let's see. Now I can scroll back on up and see who's here. Hey, hey, hey. I see Nicole is here. Thank you for the compliments on the thumbnail. That was compliments of ChatGPT. And let's see who else. Life with Magic, welcome. Love the artwork in your thumbnail. Thank you, thank you. Carnival Cruise Addicts was here, but they have a Zoom call, so hopefully they'll come back on in here a little bit later and see. I'm noticing all these things that I've never seen before in here. Hey, Cruise and Chris, how's it going? Let's see, Mr. Three Strands. Hey, hey, how's it going? Life with Magic, Mr. Three Strands, Nicole. Let's see here. Danny, hey, hey, how's it going? Danny says, we can hear and see you. Thanks so much. So how's everyone doing this Sunday afternoon? Everybody got you something to sip on? I am sipping on some Coke Zero out of my Red Frog pub or Red Frog rum bar cup from my last cruise. I was going to drink coffee, but you know, I've had way too much of that today. Nobody needs that. Hey, Jen, how's it going? So it's Coke Zero. It's actually Coke Zero with the orange cream flavor. I like that one. So did everyone have a fantastic Valentine's Day? Did anybody do anything special? I did not do anything Valentine-ish with my Valentine, but I did spend some time with one of my friends. She came up. We were supposed to go. Well, we did go. Wasn't supposed to. We did go to a. It's called the Love Y'all Book Fest. It was a romance book festival. Hey, Mandy. And so yeah, we went to Decatur, Georgia, for this book festival, and it should have been an amazing time. It was not. it had potential, but honestly, I feel like the organizers sold way too many tickets and did not book enough space. So we literally could not move. We were elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. It took us 15 minutes to get from the conference room to the front door, when if there was no people there, it would have taken us 1 or 2 minutes, you know, a couple of minutes to make the walk. So it was absolutely ridiculous. So we ended up basically not doing the book fest. We were there for maybe a couple of hours, and we bailed on it and went and had lunch and went and got some coffee and walked around Decatur a little bit, and we bailed. So that was our Valentine's that we ended up not doing. So it was supposed to be our Galentine weekend, and it didn't happen. So of course, next Valentine's Day, I'm doing Galentines with a friend of mine. We're going on the unhinged, unmatched, unhearted. I might have all the uns backwards or out of order, but we're going to do that. So looking forward to next Valentine's Day. But I don't see myself going to this book fest again. It was not a great time. I don't see how you guys keep up with this chat, man. I'll get the hang of it. So to everyone coming in that I've missed, I am so sorry if I missed you. I don't think I missed you, but I might have. It says we got 14 folks in here. So that's pretty cool. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, little thumbs up. From what I hear, it helps feed the algorithms and all that. You know, I'm still new to all this, but so yeah, I'm not going to keep everybody on here too terribly long today. I just wanted to hang out a little bit, and yeah, smash that like. But yeah, I just wanted to, for one, I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about a group cruise that I'm hosting. And I can see now where there's a place over here for media assets, but I don't know how to use all that. So I'm going to tell you about it. And I'll post a picture of my little graphic in my community because, like I said, I don't know how to use all these fancy things over here because I've never done it. But I have a group cruise planned, and it is not until July of 2027. So you've got plenty of time to plan and prepare and all of that good stuff. Thank you for smashing that like button, Chris. I appreciate it. It is on the Carnival Dream out of New Orleans. It is, I'm going to pull it up because now I've gone completely blank. It is, let me pull it up here. It is July 10th through 15th, 2027. It is a 5-day Western Caribbean to Cozumel and Progreso. And it's a group cruise for book club at sea. However, having said that, you don't have to be a big reader if you just want to come and hang out. Hey, Enfield. That's such a long name. Enfield Road Layout in the Loft. I got it, I think. How you doing? So yeah, the group cruise, it's a book club at sea. It is a 5-day group cruise to Progreso, Yucatan, and Cozumel with a couple of sea days built in there. And the plan is on those sea days to do some book clubs. I'm planning at the moment 4 book club meetings. I don't want to spend the whole cruise, with everyone's time all taken up with the book club stuff because, some of the stuff on the cruise you're going to want to do. But, your name is Lee. Hi, Lee. It's good to meet you. But we're going to focus on 4 main genres: fantasy, romance, historical fiction, and thrillers. So we'll do 2 official book club meetups on one sea day, and then 2 official meetups on the second sea day. And then hopefully some other folks who are participating will want to maybe host their own book club functions, where maybe if a group of you want to get together and read a book together and discuss, just kind of informal, impromptu type thing. But yeah, I wanted to create a space for book lovers to get together that was family friendly. So you could, with it being in the summertime, you could plan to bring your spouse or your kids. Working and lurking over here. I got it. I do that all the time. So I wanted to create a space where we could get together as a reading community, but we could also just get together as a bunch of folks and having fun. So I know that it's a thriller. Woohoo! Yep. I know a friend of mine is coming, and she's bringing her husband and her 2 boys, and I doubt her boys are going to be at all in the book club stuff. They just want to go on a cruise. So yeah, it's definitely open to anyone, hoping to have a really good time, looking to maybe do a meet and greet to start off the cruise where everyone gets to meet each other. Why is it when I get on here, my nose always runs? I don't know what the deal is. I think it's nerves. Don't know what I'm nervous about, but I guess it's nerves. Maybe a bar crawl for those of you who hey, Amanda, that is you. My friend Amanda is on here. Amanda should get like a commission because she brought so many people into the cruise. So yeah, she's one of my besties. She and I are 2 of the 5 admins for a reading group called the Women Only Friday Night Book Club. The group cruise is not specific to that book club. It's open to anyone, but she, you forgot to pop on. Your timing was great. That's right. So she and I run that. Amanda doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to enlist her to host the thriller book club chat on the cruise. She knows it now. I'm going to try and get her to take that on because she loves thrillers and she will get us reading some crazy stuff. she's about the only person that can get me to read a thriller, because I'm not a big thriller person. I will read them when Amanda tells me to. So for the most part, Amanda says, "Heck yeah, I'll totally do it." So yeah, but we're gonna do a bar crawl for those who are interested in doing that, and some some meetups, hopefully just hanging out by the pool. Maybe some folks will want to get together and hit up a maybe an all-inclusive in Cozumel. And of course you don't have to do that. You can do what you want when you want. I'm starting to try and collect some little giveaway stuff. I don't know, like, I don't know if you can see this, but I have this set of coasters here. So little things like this that I can have for giveaways. So these are my book club only reads wine labels is one of the coasters in this set. So I am working on starting now to collect a few things to give away. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I don't know of any book club at sea book club events anyway, in general. And so I just thought it'd be something fun to do. And just get together with my girlfriends and their family and their friends. And yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. So I will post, since I haven't figured out how to share graphics and everything on here. And even if I did figure out how to share it, I'm not sure I can get it back off the screen. So I will post it in the community page on my YouTube channel so you can see the pricing. I will tell you is based upon the group rate, I guess, for if you've never cruised before, or haven't cruised with Carnival. However, if you've cruised with Carnival before, you're aware of the promos and things. So you might qualify for a lower rate, and there might be a promotion out there that's different than what the cruise rate was, the group rate was at the time of booking the cruise. So I may be able to find a different rate for you. So I'll go ahead and share that information later on, and then hopefully, we'll be able to get you in the room you want at a pretty good price. And of course, I try to keep up with the pricing and see if there's any way I can save you some money in there anyway. So if you don't know, I am a travel agent, and this is one that I have booked, the group cruise itself. So I keep my eye on it because, I'm always looking for myself as well. I'm all about saving some money when I can. So, but yeah, I'll post that information in the community page on my YouTube channel. And I do have a Facebook page. You can find me at Tricia D. It's it's Tricia D on Facebook. If you want to find me there, you can follow me. You can friend request me, follow me. It is public. There's also a Facebook page for my business. I'm not as active there because I usually forget about it, but it's TriciaSetsSail. Bet y'all couldn't figure that one out, right? But yeah, you can find me in both places. Of course, here on YouTube, I've gotten pretty active. But I would love to chat with you about the cruise and maybe get you on board with us. No pun intended, but yeah, pun intended, maybe. I think we're going to have a good time. It's about a year and a half out, which, is a pretty good amount of time for booking and paying off. And especially if, you're like me and you try to budget things out a little bit. So yeah, looking forward to it. And I hope you will join Amanda and me and the handful of other folks that have already booked. And then of course I said I wanted to chat about, I forget how I worded it, but what craziness I've seen. I don't remember how I worded it in the description. But yesterday I was scrolling, I guess yesterday and today, I was scrolling through the internets. And yesterday I was on, what channel was, I was on the webcam, the PTZ, whatever webcam for the sail away for at Port Canaveral. And the Grandiosa was sailing out, and I caught a glimpse of it. They were zoomed in on the ship, and of course, everyone's like on the rails looking out, at the people on the shore as they're leaving. It's like my favorite thing to do at the sail away. I don't really care a whole lot about the sail away party, but I love to be I love to be there watching it. Hey, cruising and coasting. It's good to see you. Um, and I will figure out the whole Nightbot thing so you guys can share your links eventually. I am still learning all this. But anyway, there was this guy, and it just caught a very small glimpse before it panned off of him. But this guy lifted his child, I don't know how old the child was, looked like a small child, maybe 3 or 4 years old, and set the child on the railing of the ship, like if the child had fallen, would have gone in the water. Now, he was holding the child, but my heart sank. Most of you in here have cruised before. And most of you in here in the chat have seen all of these videos where people talk about people going overboard, whether it be accidentally because they were doing something stupid or because they intended to go overboard. But my heart sank when I saw this, I can only assume, father holding his child, probably because they wanted to see, sitting on this rail. All it would have taken was a slip. And y'all, that is just sheer stupidity. And people talk about, I've heard people say how cruising is just not safe. Look at all these people who fall overboard. You don't fall overboard. You are doing something that makes you go overboard. You have either jumped or you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Cruising, or somebody helped you overboard in this case. I hope that somebody saw him do that and said, hey, dude, that's not cool. And he doesn't do it again. But I think back to that family on the Disney ship who sat their child in the porthole, and the porthole didn't have a glass, and the child fell in. Fortunately, that ended up with a happy ending. That the dad went in after the child. They were both rescued. But it just, yes, life with magic. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. That it was just ridiculous that they were, the things people will do. Right, Chris. I'm just seeing what Chris had said here. Chris said, I don't even like holding my camera close to the rail, more or less if I had a small child in my arms. Holy moly. I don't have it with me, but I keep my phone I have a lanyard type thing that I wear, and my phone stays on that. I don't know if you guys have seen the ads like on Facebook for Save the Girls. I have one of those lanyards that have a little change purse, and it has a hook on it that you can put your phone, because I am so terrified of losing my phone overboard, because all it takes is a slip, your fingers to slip. It's absolutely crazy. Hi, Michael. Thanks for joining us today. But yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. Mr. Three Strands. Let's see. What did he say? I lost it. There it goes. I saw a picture somewhere of a lot of people on balconies standing on little tables. That is scary. Yes. Like, why do people do this nonsense? It makes absolutely no sense to me. And if you're watching someone do this, you see the stupidity of it. But I think that when you're doing it, you think you're invincible and that nothing's going to happen. You know, I'm sure that dad that I saw holding the child on the railing, I'm sure, you know, in his mind, he's a responsible dad. He would never let something happen to his child. As most of us as parents, you know, we're that way. We would give our lives for our kids. We would never do anything that would put them in danger. But I don't think people realize what danger they're putting their kids in these situations. That just floored me yesterday that people are still doing this crap. And it's been all over the media, especially social media, that people are doing this. Let's see. He's responding to Amanda. So let me go see what Amanda said. Amanda said, random newbie cruiser question because I saw a recent video. How windy is it? I don't want to get blown overboard. That's right, Amanda. Let's see. Chris responded down here. I think that was the one. When you're on a ship, it really depends. I've been on some ships that have been very breezy and others where you can hardly tell the wind is blowing. That's very true. Amanda, you have really long hair, so you probably want to bring something to pull it up, maybe wear it back in a pony or something, because it can get windy on the ship, especially when you're first sailing away. I don't know why it seems like it's so much windier when you're first sailing away, at least to me. And you'll find in different areas of the ship, it won't be as windy as in some other areas. There may be something to buffer it. But yeah, as long as you wear it up or, wear a hat or something, you'll be good. But you're not going to blow off the ship. That's dang near impossible. Chris said, let's see. Another incident we once saw was a kid riding a suitcase and the parents walked away a bit and sibling pushed the suitcase over. Kid went to ER, not on the plane. It's not let me see. Was sad to witness. Yeah. Have y'all seen? I haven't seen those riding suitcases. I'm not even sure why riding suitcases exist, but apparently they make suitcases that are motorized. John Heald had someone post about it. Someone riding their suitcases on the ship, and I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard. But yeah, I can't imagine. There are certain things that people do. Chris said, you can't get blown overboard unless you tie a sail to your back. And then that would be a whole different experience, I'm sure, altogether. And if you do decide that you want to tie a sail to your back and go parasailing off the ship, please let me know so I can video the stupidity. Just saying. It would make for some great content. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, and the other thing that I saw, someone posted a picture of, God, I hope that it was an air mattress and they didn't pull their mattress off of their bed, but there was a full-on mattress, sheets, blanket, everything on the balcony. Y'all don't do that. Those balconies are not clean. I mean, they cleaned them somewhat, but it's a floor. People are putting their feet on it. Birds, when you're in port, they're coming and landing on it. They're pooping on it. I mean, I could not imagine. It sounds nice to be able to lay out on the balcony on a mattress or whatever and relax. But y'all, get a room with a lounger. Don't pull your mattress out. Chris has said, I've seen them talking about the suitcases. I don't understand why someone would want one. I would think it with the electric motor would take up space. Yeah. And weight. Yeah, exactly. It would take up the weight. And on a plane, especially, I mean, they weigh your suitcases. Let's see. They're full out putting the mattress out. They are starting to charge a fee if you do it, as they should. They definitely should put charge folks a fee, cleaning fee, replacement mattress fee, something. I'm coming back up here. Do you guys have any tips for Amanda? This is going to be her first cruise next year. So she is planning ahead, trying to get her on a cruise ahead of time. I'm cruising in November and I've kind of thrown that idea out to her, to see if I can get her on that cruise. But, any luggage tips and a list of guidelines. If you're flying, basically anything that you can't do on a flight, if you can do it on a flight, you're most likely able to do it on a cruise, I think. So I don't know if you guys are planning on driving from Ohio or if you're planning on flying down to New Orleans. I forgot where we were going. But if you can take it on a flight, for the most part, you can take it on the ship. As of now, unless rules have changed, they do allow you to bring a 12-pack of soda per person onto the ship, and you can bring one bottle of wine 750 milliliters or smaller of wine per adult, per age 21 up, on the ship. You have to bring that in your carry-on. You cannot check that luggage, but you can bring that with you. They do charge a corkage fee for the wine if you take the bottle of wine out and about on the ship, if you're taking it to dinner or whatever, but you can open that wine in your room and pour it in a glass and take it with you, and they won't charge you. Let's see. Travel Cake Trips. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. Cruising and Coasting says, luggage tip, leave room to pack everything you end up buying on the ship. Yeah. You definitely want to leave some room to bring back some souvenirs. And then, of course, remember, if you're flying, you've got to be able to get that on the plane. So just keep that in mind as well. Let's see what else we have here. Scroll on down. I'm trying, saving up now. Oh, is that for the one in November potentially? Use packing cubes. Yes, definitely. Packing cubes are wonderful. They help condense space, and I use them to keep types of clothing separated. I can share with you, Amanda, what I bought. I have a couple of sets of packing cubes that we used the last cruise, and then I bought something recently that I'm going to try maybe on my next cruise. I may get my son to try it because he's going out of town this weekend coming up. But they're like the vacuum sealed bags, and they have like a portable vacuum. So I thought I might try that and see how that worked. But definitely condensing that space so that you can fit more in your suitcase is great. Mr. Three Strands says, Amanda, you're in Ohio? Cruising and Coasting seconds the packing cubes. Let's see. Amanda says, we will drive, going to make a road trip out of it, forcing the kids to participate in family time. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Pack light and interchange your outfits. This is from Chris. Keeping it to a minimum clothes-wise. No one is going to notice if you are going to wear the same outfit on different nights. Exactly. I am a chronic overpacker, and I end up taking home half of my clothes never worn. Because I find that I'll wear the same pair of shorts 2 or 3 times. And, in the evenings, I'll put on something different to wear in the evenings, like a pair of pants or capris or something, but I don't get them dirty. So I'll wear them again with just a different top. So I would definitely say kind of keep it. Don't wear outfits that are individual to each other, but things that you can mix and match. So like neutral pants, neutral shorts, and maybe a different top. So if you're going to overpack on anything, I would say maybe the tops. And some cruises, I don't know if the Dream has a laundry facility on board. I'd have to look that up. I don't remember. But some cruises or some ships have a self-serve laundry facility. So if you needed to, you could go in and do a little bit of laundry. Like if you didn't take, if for whatever reason you needed to wash your pants, you spilt, soda all over your pants or something, you could wash. They also offer a laundry service for a fee. In a pinch, if you needed to do that, you could do that as well. Amanda says, yes, I am in Northwest Ohio. Can't figure out how to reply to commented. And I can normally tell you how to reply to the comment, but since I'm not looking at it on YouTube, I'm looking at it through StreamYard. I'm not 100% sure what to click on. Oh, I know. Amanda, type in the @ symbol and then start typing their name. So Mr. Three Strands, I think, was who asked if you're in Ohio. So just type in the @ and start typing Mr. Three Strands, and his name will pop up, and then you'll reply to his name. Sorry, that took me a minute to remember. On Carnival, for soda and water, it cannot be bottles. Oh, yeah, that is right, Chris. It has to be canned soda and water. You cannot bring a pack of water. You can buy bottled water on the ship. You can purchase it ahead of time, and it'll be in your room, or you can buy them per bottle. if you have either the Cheers package or the Cheers Zero Proof package, you can get bottled water included. You don't have to pay extra for it. And not only that, Amanda, I don't know if I have shown you how to create your account with Carnival, but you can actually get in if you haven't done it already, you can actually get into Carnival and you can set it up so that you can see your cruise, how many days. It's got your countdown. It's got everything there that you can look at excursions, look at specialty dining, looking at different packages and things. So I'll make sure to show you that if I haven't already. Let's see. Travel cake tips. You do not get a lot of hangers on the cruise, but you can ask your room steward for more. If you pack clothes that do not require ironing, that is perfect. That is right, because irons are not allowed on the ship. So you definitely want to get some Downy wrinkle release if you have something that gets wrinkled. I've seen people they do allow flat irons, and I've seen people use their flat iron to like kind of try and get out some of the wrinkles if they can. I haven't tried it. I don't think I have the patience for that. But don't pack hangers, because they have hangers. There are a few in the cabin, and they will give you more. That's a great tip. Let's see. Our luggage got flagged with our wire hangers. Oh my. That's pretty funny. Yes, for November, I need to start a fundraiser. Girl, I said that often. I was joking. I said I'm going to start selling pics of my feet pics to try to raise money. I joke. But yeah, and Amanda, I will tell you that once you start cruising, you're going to become addicted. You're going to be with this group of crazy folks that I hang out with all the time, and you're going to be trying to figure out your next cruise. Let's see. Travel Cake Trip says yo at Eddie Lugo Studios. Just got myself some packing cubes for my trip to Switzerland. I am so jealous, Danny. I can't wait to hear all about that trip. I've seen you posting about it in other lives that we've been in, and I absolutely cannot wait to hear about it. Let's see. Mr. Three Strands is telling you how to use the @ symbol in the name. Yep. Just do the @ and the name, and you'll call them out so people know who you're replying to. Let's see. Same with shoes. Yeah, definitely keep the shoes to a minimum. I would say like a pair of sandals or whatever you're going to wear around the pool, whatever, that kind of thing. Maybe a pair of nicer shoes for dinner or whatever, and a pair of closed-toed shoes, and especially if you're booking an excursion that requires it. If you are booking like zip lining or something like that, they may require closed-toed shoes. If you book certain events on the ship, like I've booked, I think it's called Chef's Table. We had this big discussion about this before. I think it's called Chef's Table, but it's a dining experience, and a lot of times it takes place in the kitchen, and you walk in the kitchen for part of it. They want you to have on closed-toed shoes. So you definitely want to have at least one pair of closed-toed shoes. Amanda, I don't think you wear heels, so I don't think, or if you do wear heels, you don't wear them often. So if you do decide you want to wear heels, the cruise is not the place to do it. That's not a good place because of the rolling of the ship, and even in calm waters, it is still moving a little bit. Let's see. Definitely pack more sunscreen than you think you will need. Definitely. The sun is more intense than what you are used to in the Midwest. You don't want to buy it in the port nor on the ship. They do sell it on the ship, and if you have to buy it on the ship, it is available to you to purchase. But yeah, you definitely don't want to have to buy it on the ship. So you definitely want to get that ahead of time, and then check to see where you're going as well regarding the sunscreen. we're going to Cozumel and Progresso. And I want to say I read in Cozumel they want you to use a reef safe sunscreen. So you want to look at that. I like to use Sunbum sunscreen. It's more reef friendly than maybe your banana boat or whatever you're using at your local pool or whatever. Um, yeah. Oh, I just got down here. Travel Cake Tip says for a cruise, you will not use high heel shoes. Too risky. Flat sandals and one pair of closed-toed shoes and a sweater. Definitely a sweater. You're either going to find that it's cold in spots or you're going to find it is hot in spots. So dress for both. Bring a sweater or a cardigan, maybe a hoodie, something, especially in the evening when the sun goes down and the wind is blowing. If you're out on the deck, you might find that you want something a little bit warmer. Those are great packing tips. The washer pods to use in the sinks. Yeah, if you need to wash something and there's not a laundry facility for you to use, you can definitely do that in the sink. I've also heard of people making your own by buying the like sponges and soaking the sponge in detergent. So then you have the detergent in the sponge and you can use that sponge to also like spot clean your clothes or whatever. So that's another thing that I've heard people doing. I haven't done it, but I've heard people doing. Eddie says, I bring a pair of sandals and a pair of sneakers. Yeah. Yeah, guys don't really worry so much about the extra shoes like the women do, I don't think. Cruising Chris is talking about using the @ symbol. You're welcome. Got all the tips on how to do the call outs there. Life with Magic, I use the wash services on board. Yeah, if the ship has the self-serve wash on board, it's a great thing that you might be able to do, especially if you don't want to take dirty laundry home with you. And again, you can pay for laundry services as well. Different cruise lines have different pricing and what have you for it. I'm fortunate. My last cruise, my friend that I cruised with was Platinum, and she had, I think, 2 bags of laundry. And so she used one, I used the other. And man, I jammed that bag full of clothes. And then this next cruise, that cruise got her to Diamond. And so the cruise that we're going on in March, she is Diamond and she has unlimited laundry. I'm like, I'm coming home with no dirty clothes or very few pieces. Cause I'm like, yeah, if she's got it, I'm going to take advantage of her perk. I'll do all kinds of laundry. But yeah. Travel Cake Tip, Snickers, Eddie Lugo. Haha, I know what you meant, sneakers, but chocolate. Hey, you know what? Snickers is not bad. I will also say you're not going to go hungry on a cruise, but if there's something that you just think you're going to really want, like a Snickers bar or some potato chips or whatever, pack it, because they do sell some snacky stuff like that on the ship, but you're going to pay a lot more for it. But don't go overboard on snacks. Really don't go overboard on snacks because there's food available a lot. You're not going to go hungry. So let's see. Scrolling on down, let's see what we're looking at. Eddie said I had one last night. I'm guessing we're talking about that Snickers bar. Let's see. I have not set that up. Amanda, we'll get together and make sure you got that set up. Make sure you have your booking number. I know I sent you your booking number so that we can get that set up. And you'll want to set that up for your husband and boys too, so they can see what they've got going on. Or you can set it up for them and manage it. You don't have to give them all the info. But yeah, that way you can get everyone checked in, because you will need the app, or you'll need to download the app for the cruise, but you'll want to have the website so that you can check in ahead of 2 weeks ahead of time, so that you can get everything set up and all that fun stuff. I love going to the Carnival site and looking to see how many days I have left. I have 20 days until my next cruise, and I'm so excited. Let's see. Yep, you still had it in mind. Bryant bought me a chocolate heart. It's always fun figuring out the kinds. Eddie brings about 10 plastic hangers, and they do, if you really just want to make sure you don't miss the the hangers, they're most likely not going to run out, but they do make travel hangers if you really wanted to do that. Get her on Shipmate. Remember, she goes on one cruise, she's going to want to go on more. Cruises are like potato chips, you cannot stop at one. Amen to that, Chris. I'll get you on Shipmate too, Amanda. It's a great way to connect. I'm always stalking the folks that I have on Shipmate to see if what they're going on and see if I want to follow them on cruises. Not that I have any PTO left for this year, but I'm like, well, what are they doing next year? So yeah, magnetic hooks, yes. And you want to get the heavy duty ones, because otherwise the first time you hang something on there, your hooks are going to just kind of sink to the bottom. Luggage tag holders are another great thing. I will definitely get a storefront or something set up so that you can see all of these tips, because these are great tips. I love my magnetic hooks. I hang my hats, my lanyard, or whatever I've got. I'll hang like a bathing suit up on it, just random things. I'll hang on the hooks around. I take a laundry bag that it literally is a laundry bag. I don't do like the pop-up hampers, but I use the handles on the laundry bag to hang on a hook so it holds it up and kind of out of the way. So yeah, definitely some magnetic hooks and luggage tag holders. The luggage tags, you'll print those off on your printer and you'll fold them up, and they say to like staple them onto your luggage handles if you're going to, check your luggage, which I highly recommend. But the problem with that is it is paper and it could get torn off of your luggage, and you'll eventually be reunited with your luggage. But when your luggage doesn't show up, you've got to go down to customer service and or guest relations, and you've got to find out where your luggage is. You can go and identify your luggage. So if you buy these little plastic, and they are cheap, the luggage tags, and put that on your luggage and put your little luggage tag in that, it just relieves you of having to worry about your luggage tag being ripped off. Danny says, yes, we are a bunch of crazy people. We certainly are. And some of the craziest folks are currently on a cruise. So yeah, just wait till you meet Scott. Controversial cruising. He's a nut. Have to get you on here on a Friday night when everyone is doing the match game. It's on pause for a couple of weeks because the match game folks are cruising, but the match game is hysterical. You will love that. So that's the cruise I ought to get you on, is the unhinged, unmatched, unhearted. Did I get the uns in the right order, y'all? I don't even know. That is next February, Valentine's Day. And there's probably about, what they say, 100 or so. Chris and Liz are spearheading that one, and I think there's like 100 or so from this community going to be on that cruise, and I can't wait. Really looking forward to that one. Let's see. We took our first in October, came home and booked our second. Just came home from that one and became a travel agent. Now planning like 4 cruises over the next year. Oh, that's cruising and coasting. I might have said cruising, Chris, or maybe I didn't say anything. But it's cruising and coasting. Yeah, that was my experience. I took my first cruise at the young age of 49 last May, and came home and booked 2 more and realized that I was planning a million cruises that I would never take, and was absolutely loving it, and said, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well become a travel agent. And that's how I became a travel agent. And now I have taken 4 last year, and I have 5 booked this year. So, and I've already got like 3 booked for 2027. So I had to slow down on 27 because that's still a long way away, and definitely want to leave some room for other things that might pop up. Let's see. Danny, I'll be in the morning chats definitely that you guys have. All right. Awesome. This is when you're in Switzerland, I'm assuming. I usually am usually just kind of working and lurking on the morning chats because I am quite busy in the mornings. Uh, any Are there any attire requirements for dining? Yep, as Eddie said, it does depend on the cruise line. Um, let's see. Cruise always load the cruise line app at home as internet on board becomes expensive. Yeah, you definitely want to have that cruise line app downloaded and ready to go. If you decide you want internet on board, that I would definitely say purchase it ahead of time, unless you're just going to purchase like one day of it. But that is completely up to you. Let's see. Hills are like once every 5 years event for me. I will not be cruising with them. Yep. No travel cake tips. There are no dining or no attire requirements. They just don't want people to wear shorts and bathing suits to the dining room. For guys, a shirt and slacks, and it can be short sleeve. And for the girls, a sundress is okay. And really, yeah, as Eddie says, comfort is the vocabulary while cruising. Um, I'm going to fry in the sun regardless of what I use, talking about sunscreen. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wear a pair of capris and a nice top to dinner. Sometimes I wear a sundress, but definitely, if it's somewhere that you would, something you would eat to a nicer restaurant in town, and nicer, I don't mean fancy. I'm just talking about if you were going to go to like Olive Garden, what would you wear to Olive Garden? You don't want to wear, you know, shorts and a tank top. They actually may turn you away in a tank top. They may not. Just depends on who's at the host stand. But I would say to err on the side of caution, wear a pair of jeans, for the guys, and a nice, like a polo or something like that, or a pair of khaki pants and a polo, or a nice t-shirt or something is sufficient. And for the women, either a sundress or some capris and a nice top, but nothing fancy. They will probably, let's see, it's a 5-day cruise. Night 2, they will have an elegant night. So I would say if you feel like you need to dress up, that's the night to do it. And elegant can be anywhere from just a pretty dress to, I've seen people wear full on formals. I know you've seen some of what I've worn on elegant night. So that's completely up to you. How dressy you guys want to get for that. I would say for the guys, they do not need to do tuxes. At most, maybe add a dinner jacket to what they're wearing, would be the most that the guys would need to do. They can wear a suit if they want, but I don't even think, honestly, that's necessary. Cruising and Coasting says, a mom tip, I packed a few Ziploc style bags to pack up leftovers to place in fridge for my 7-year-old to eat later on. That's a great tip just in general, because you're going to find that you might have leftover pastries or something, from your buffet, that you might want to bring back with you, or some cookies. Breakfast, room service, they offer a complimentary continental style room service breakfast. You order it the night before. You tell them what time you want them to come. They will bring whatever you order. So like coffee, pastries, fruit. And if you're in a balcony, it's great. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to have a pre-breakfast on the balcony with some pastries and coffee, just to kind of hold you over till we go down to either the buffet, or to the main dining room, or to Blue Iguana for a breakfast taco or breakfast burrito. It's just nice to have that quiet time in the morning. And maybe that's all you want for breakfast. Maybe you just want those pastries and coffee in your room, and you don't want to go to the other, and that's perfectly fine. They will also bring you food for a fee. Like if you wanted a breakfast sandwich or something, you could pay for that. And really just a few bucks for the person who's delivering your food, as a tip, is really all you have to pay for that complimentary. And you don't have to pay it, but I always do. I'm a believer in tipping for exceptional service, and I always tip those who bring me my continental breakfast and that coffee. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do in the morning. Let's see. Cruising Chris, it says, as long as you're closed, no bathing suits, think resort casual or dress down day at work. Exactly. Don't forget the insect repellent for tropical destinations, Life with Magic. Yes, good tip. I have never taken it, but I am going to take it on this next one because we're going to, where are we going? We're going to Roatan and we're going to Cozumel. And I have a feeling in Roatan I'm going to need it. Let's see, exactly, Cruising Chris. Only exception is the dressy night. You can go all out with glitter and sparkle and jacket and tie. It's your style, your choice. Oh, a travel first aid kit and a travel sewing kit for sure. Definitely some Band-Aids. You don't want to have to go try to find a Band-Aid at 11:45 at night when you nicked yourself on whatever you managed to nick yourself on. Okay, what is Eddie talking about? Provided by Chris. Oh, the travel sewing kit. Yes, Chris sent out some Cruising Chris M branded travel sewing kits. I'm gonna win one of those one day. Let's see. In a brand new coffee mug from CCM. Yep, that's Carnival or Cruising Chris M. Sorry. Let's see. Travel cake tips. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Kind of still wear my regular clothes for dress up night. I'm a rebel. Yep. Oh, that was Cruising Chris M. Hey, I've seen people wear jeans and a t-shirt to elegant night, and I've seen them dressed in formal gear and tuxes. It's wide range. Let's see. Travel cake tips is my thoughts. Exactly. Cruising Chris has those as his swag, the sewing kit. Yep. Eddie's got one. We will be coming along for sure. Yep. Just kind of scrolling through the comments here. Let's see. Candy on a cruise is expensive. We bring our own snacks, but we share. Yeah, candy. There is a candy store on the ship called Cherry on Top, and it's kind of like, do you remember those stores? You go in the mall and they have the little, you lift the top and they have the scoop and you put the candy in. It's kind of like that, and they have prepackaged candies as well. But yeah, it's definitely expensive. So if you want candy, I would say definitely bring your own, especially with the boys. If there's certain snacks that they are going to want to eat that, especially at midnight or 2 a.m, I would have some of that in the room just so that they aren't ordering room service at 2 o'clock in the morning for sure. Let's see here. Cruising Chris, Travel Cake Tip says yes, but was wondering who you use to make your t-shirts. Yeah, I need to get some t-shirts made. We bring Hershey candies to give out. I'm going to cruise with Eddie so I can get some of his Hershey candies. Amanda, what about parking while on the cruise ship? That is a great question. I don't have any tips for you about parking in New Orleans because I've not cruised out of that port as of yet. But there is parking. All cruise terminals have parking. If they have parking, I prefer to park at the port as opposed to off-site locations just because I feel like it's more convenient. I don't have to take a shuttle to get back to my car. They're usually more secure, at least in my opinion. But everyone has differences of opinions, and I'm sure when we get down here, we will find some more. Let's see what folks are saying. Let's see. Eddie delivering something. Let's see. Oh, Shipmate's not available on Android. I didn't know that. Amanda just got a brand new Android phone too. Well, that stinks. Android needs to get on the ball, or Shipmate needs to get on the ball and add it. I was surprised also when Alice brought to me. Let's see. We'll That's right. Travel Cake Tip says we'll be looking for Eddie and Alice on the Unhinged cruise for some Hershey's. Better bring extra, Eddie. We're going to be looking for you for those Hershey Kisses. Oh, Lord, Bell money. Yep. Mr. Three Strands, it is available. I have it. Is there a there is a Shipmates with an S that is iOS only. So yeah, you want Shipmate. I actually have both of them downloaded. Let's see. I downloaded the wrong one. I don't know if you can see this, but you want the one that's white. That's Shipmate. I downloaded the wrong one. That's with blue, and that's the S. Oops. You don't want the blue one. You don't want the one with the S. You want the one that is in the white. It's just Shipmate. Let's see. Travel Cake Tip says, we usually fly in, but each port has daily parking fees. Make sure to Google the port you will go to. Usually has to be paid in advance. Yep. I know in Port Canaveral you pay in advance, and they do have great parking on site. They just went up in their price, though. But I don't know about Port. I mean, I know that New Orleans will have parking. I just don't know anything about their parking. She said, yes, Scott is one of them. He is a nut. He really is. He cracks me up. March 6th is the next match game. Oh, wow. I'm looking at the calendar. Yeah, that would make sense because we didn't have it we did have it this past Friday, didn't we? So 20th and 27th, we're not going to have it because they said the next 2 weeks. So that was what I was referring to, Danny. So yeah, March 6th. I don't know if I'll be on that one because if I'm on that one, if I'm tuning in, I'll be tuning in from the hotel room because I will be in Florida to sail away, sail away, sail away. Cruising out March 7th on the Mardi Gras. Cannot wait. Let's see. Must not be available on my phone. It's not showing up. Oh, well. Amanda might need to look into the uncruise. Amanda, I will get you the information on that. We'll get you booked on it. Let's see. Chris is going to DM Mr. Three Strands, help him get connected. Let's see here. We returned to cruising in 2018. We booked our next one on the second day while on the NCL Escape. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Three Strands, I was about 32 on my first cruise back in the early 90s. Took my second last April and have 2 planned for later this year. My wife is doing her first in November. Nice. You went cruising without her this past April, huh? I can't say much. I cruised twice before I took my husband. Then I went on another one. So I can't really say much. Cruising and coasting. My husband loves polos and Hawaiian style shirts. Nice. Mr. Three Strands, which cruise line? Life with Magic's wondering which cruise line you're cruising on. Eddie Lugo says khaki pants and a bunch of shirts. Make sure she has all this good information. Yep. Cruising and coasting like a hobbit. Second breakfast are awesome. Exactly. Look, cruise calories do not count. I watch my calories. I drink Coke Zero instead of, well, I drink Coke Zero anyway, but, I'm drinking the lesser sugar stuff. I don't eat all the candy and junk because I know that a cruise is coming. And not only that, I don't know if y'all have seen, but I posted yesterday on my community page, my before and after. I used to be 320-ish pounds, and I'm down about 150. And I still have a ways to go, but I definitely have to watch it. So there's a before and after up there. Let's see. Mr. Three Strands, I am trying. She needs to go renew her passport. It's not valid. Yep. Get that passport renewed. My daughter's going this week to get hers for her first cruise in June. I'm taking my daughter on Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas. It was originally Rhapsody of the Seas, but Royal Caribbean did a little flipperoo with their ships, and so we ended up on a different ship. Same destination, same ports and all that, but different ship. So we're now doing Radiance of the Seas in June. It'll be my first Royal Caribbean, her first cruise ever. So looking forward to that. Mr. Three Strands says, my first cruise was Carnival Festival, second Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady, and of course, a November cruise is the CUAT on Seashore. Oh, Chase Us Around Town on Seashore. Yes. Doing that one for sure. That's my November cruise, and I cannot wait to meet up with the cruise fam. Speaking of Chase Us Around Town, Jessica just messaged me, and because she missed the chat here, and she was like, sorry, we're just now leaving to go to the port. So they're going to be at the port soon. So definitely going to be heading off of here very shortly so we can catch the sail away over on Chase Us Around Town. If you have not been to Chase Us Around Town, look for search up Chase Us Around Town. Look that up right there on YouTube and join on there. They are out there just about every weekend, videoing, live streaming the ships leaving port. It's one of my favorite things to do on the weekend when I'm sitting here at home. I love my cruise fam. I did not go on the original festival, Mr. Three Strands, but I am going to be going on the new one when it comes out. I'm on the 4-day, May 19th in 2027. I've been toying with the idea of canceling that one. But as of now, I haven't canceled it, but not paying anything else on it until I make up my mind. I've just got the deposit there, so we shall see. Let's scroll on down because I want to get to the bottom of the chat. Hey, Short Mary, how's it going? It's been an hour, so I know that y'all want to get on with your afternoon. Mr. Three Strands was on the original and excited that CCL is resurrecting the name for the new ship. Yeah. Are you going to go on the new one, Mr. Three Strands? Oh, Amanda, you could definitely make us book club cruise t-shirts. Definitely. I am sure the folks buying or cruising would definitely purchase one. Let's see. Cruising Chris says, I use local vendors and have them shipped direct to the recipient. Average parking is about $35 per day. I guess that's in New Orleans. I want to say when I looked, it was a little bit cheaper. I want to say that $35 was for oversized vehicles, but I could be wrong. But I want to say it was that. Yeah, in New Orleans, there's always Adventures with Uncle Dave parking lot. Yeah, I don't know how Adventures with Uncle Dave is going to get us all there if we all park in his driveway. Eddie Lugo says, I have Android and I have Shipmate. Let's see. Mickey's Adventures. Hi, how you doing? So apparently, Mickey, it is available on Shipmate, or Shipmate is available on Android. We just haven't found it. I have an iPhone, so I can't look, but some other folks have it on Android, so not really sure what's going on with that, but it's interesting. Let's see. Local vendor wants $77 for one t-shirt. That is a little bit insane. Might I introduce you to Amanda, who can make a shirt? Let's see here. Can usually get them for under $10 a shirt with both sides printing, even in big boy sizes. They run 10 to 14 per shirt. That's not bad. 250 days left until the Disney Destiny. Nice. Mr. Three Strands asked his wife to go last April, and she said no. So I left anyway. Just went without her. I don't blame you. I would too. Lots of saying hellos in here. Let's see. Saw a post a month ago. They ran out of Diet Coke with a full sea day left before getting home. I think I may have ended up in the brig. Don't come between me and my Diet Coke. Right? Exactly. All right. I'm getting close to the bottom here because I just see where I posted Chase Us Around Town. Oh, yeah. Cam Fam is on at 3 o'clock as well. Cam Fam's another great one. Mr. Three Saren says, we have lots of fun. We certainly do. Travel Cake Tip says, another thing to mention is the party clothing. They have a white night party, a silent disco, a 70s party, and more. People dress up for these parties. And that's if you want to go to those parties. The only party I've been to, and I didn't dress up, was the Motown night. And I just have always had a blast at that. But I never dressed up for it. I just enjoyed I don't know if it's called the same thing on all the ships, but on the Vista, when Mark Hugh was doing it, it was called the Motown Showdown. and it was just hysterical and fun and entertaining, and I love that. So yeah, definitely if you want to dress up for those parties and attend those parties, those are a lot of fun. So the white night party, everyone dresses in all white. Silent disco, dress up in your best disco attire. Or 70s party, yeah, do all that dress up stuff. And closer to time, we'll be able to get a better idea of what parties or what events they're going to be doing on board. We can get a better understanding of what other people are saying they're doing on the ship. But a year and a half out, they may make some changes. Who knows? Mbug, hey, how's it going? Cruising Chris says, have a great day, everyone. He's heading on out of here. Mbug says, what's up, y'all? Let's see. Just hanging out, getting ready to wrap this up so we can get on to Cam Fam's live and then some cruise ship sail away at Chase Us Around Town. Mr. Three Strands, not sure about Festival yet. I'm not wealthy and I have to bargain with the Mrs. I understand. That is part of the reason why I am on the fence about keeping Festival, because for that 4-day cruise, it's so stinking expensive. So I booked it, but I knew that I might lose my deposit because I just can't decide if I want to take that trip or if I would rather take 2 or 3 other cruises. So it's quite the dilemma. I keep hoping that I'll win the lottery or something. And then it takes that issue away and I don't have to worry about the money for it. So, you never know. We got welcoming Mbug in. How are all of my cruisers? Lots of responses. Let's see. So many channels to hang out and give support. Yep. Love all these channels. Scrolling on down through the comments. Let's see. Yes, it's not easy. Then we're busy editing ours. Yeah, there's a lot of channels to support. I want to be on all of them, and I just can't be on all of them. So, but yeah, I won't forget you when I win the lottery, Amanda. I promise. You'll be cruising with me all over the place. So, well, I finally made it down to the end of the comments. I do need mods, Eddie. If anybody wants to be a mod, let me know. I'll figure out how to add a mod. I have to ask the crew how to do it. Hi, Michelle. Welcome in. Glad you are here. First time on your channels. Welcome. I will figure out how to make it. Oh, Danny Dizzle the super mod. I'm going to figure out how to add you. Go, Eddie. Be a mod. Yes. Danny is the super mod. Danny won an award recently, what's it called? The Meet and I Award. I came in to this community right after those awards, so I don't really know a whole lot about it, but Danny is a super mod. I have seen her mod a ton of different streams, and she's definitely an amazing moderator. It says on the chat, hover over the name till the end, those 3 dots, hit it and choose the mod command. So let's see. Delete comment, put user in timeout. No, I don't want to do all that. Hang on. I don't want to put anybody in timeout. Let's see. On the 3 dots. No. I can star it. What happened when I start it? What did I do? I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'll figure it out. Let me go back. He says, on the chat, hover the name till the end, those 3 dots, hit and choose the mod command. All right, let me come back up here. All right, that did not work. It's only letting me delete the comment, put the user in timeout, and ban the user. So I will have to figure life out here eventually because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let's see. What is it? She said, OMG, that one day in Vicky's, holy smoke, that person kept coming in 4 times. I had to time them out. Right. Yep. Chris too. He will mod for you. Yay. Well, I'm going to figure out this whole moderator thing and how to add it, because right now the only thing I'm seeing is how to delete you guys, and I don't want to delete anyone. So, oh, wait a minute. Nope, that wasn't it. All right, I'm in StreamYard. So is it different in StreamYard than it is in, all right, click on the person's name. When I click on the person's name, it shows their, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to figure life out here. It doesn't let me just click on their name. It only lets me show them. Maybe it's people. Nope. I don't know. I will figure life out on the YouTube chat. So let me go over here to YouTube and pull this up. Let's see. Let me go over here to YouTube. View your channel. All right, let me mute myself here. All right. So, Cruising Chris M. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Add as a moderator. All right, so I think I just made Chris a moderator. Let's see. I'm trying to find Danny. All right. I'm making Danny a moderator. All right. Who else was I making a moderator? All right. And all right. So I've added 3 people as moderators. So we'll see how that works. I think I got Eddie, Chris, and Danny. So there we go. Woohoo! Thank you guys. All right. Now that we have had the moderator tutorial, I appreciate it. It is going on 2:45 here. So we got another chat coming up at 3 o'clock. And so since Danny, can you add the CamFam link in there? Pretty please, because I don't have it. And then let me see if I can add the Chase Us Around Town link. That way you guys have options here. Let's find Chase Us Around Town. Let's grab his link for his live. Share, grab that link there. All right. So this is the Chase Us Around Town link. So if you want to watch the cruise ship sail away, head on over there. I should have put on there that it was Chase Us Around Town. But yeah, head on over to Chase Us Around Town. I think he starts at about 3:15 or 3:30. I'm going to do this again. There we go. So we've got CamFam at 3 o'clock, and Chase Us Around Town usually starts about 3:15 or 3:30. So yeah, join on in, and we'll see you on some other lives. Thank you for hanging around today and hanging out with me and helping me learn how to navigate through StreamYard, and I appreciate it. So everybody, y'all have a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic week, and I will try to be back here next Sunday as well. Bye, guys.